Well, good morning, everyone. It's Jay Michael from Tyler, Texas, along with Jillian here and Jade from corporate office. It's Monday on the 7th. We just celebrated our 249th birthday in our country, America, over the weekend. Next year is 250 years. I'm understanding next year we're going to have a major holiday weekend next 4th of July. But welcome to Mentor Monday on this beautiful day in the middle of the summer, and we're halfway through the year. We've had a great first 6 months of the year on our team and with growth all over the world, but we're having a special training today, so I don't want to take too much time. We'll make some announcements next at the end of the meeting on what's coming up throughout the week. But today I want to turn it over to my good friend out on that beautiful island of St. Martin, Jillian, and she's going to introduce our guest and talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. Thanks, Jillian. Good to see you.
Oh, great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, we are live now on Upline Pro Facebook page, business page. So I know if you are looking at the Upline Pro, please share this to your contacts, share it on Messenger, share it everywhere. This is a great opportunity to get some simple training on Canva, because I know if you know me, and those that do know me, I run most of my business using Canva, and it can go down that rabbit hole of, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this, don't know how to organize this. But if you understand some basic tips, which we'll learn today to help you with your social media, what better way to have the U.S. sales manager, and I call her my social media guru for the For Life business team. And if you aren't following her, if you aren't watching her on YouTube, if you aren't following the U.S. sales Facebook team, you are missing out, because she has some gems that need to be shared. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm really excited that she's here today. So I'm just going to hand it over to you, Jade.
Jillian.
Thank you. Yeah.
Jillian, this is Jay Michael. Real quickly, could we take just a minute? I just noticed that our good friend Dave Daughtry just joined us, and he's just off a whirlwind trip to India. And Dave, I wonder if you could take a minute, just a few words to say hello. We've missed you before Jade gets started. Are you available to say hello, Dave?
Sure, I am. Yeah, I joined on to learn as well. Jade's just a wealth of information when it comes to, social media and Canva. And so is Jillian, by the way. Jillian's a master at it too. But yeah, I just got back from the trip real quick. It was great. Hit 4 countries, India, Bangladesh. And Bangladesh makes 108 countries for me that I've been to now. Malaysia with the leaders that we already have there, and Singapore. And then I'm leaving for Colombia, Brazil, and Peru next week. So yeah, busy out. I'm a big believer in face-to-face, just like with you, Jay Michael, you and Judy. We've been out there a couple of times to see you out in Tyler, Texas.
Oh, yes.
But and with Jillian as well, meeting up in Utah is the latest. And so, yeah, it was very successful. We had a lot of signups. We broke a new bronze in Malaysia, which is great. And so I see some great things, happening. So appreciate all of you. My Facebook, I did put some pictures. I'll be putting some more up later today from that particular trip. But thank you, Jim Michael, for asking. But yes, it was quite successful. I missed you guys as well. So I'm looking forward to learning right now. So thank you very much. I'll pass it back to you.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay.
Jade, it's your show, Jade.
Awesome. Hi, everyone. Excited to join you today. This is so fun. This is my second time with you guys, and I love just getting to chat with you, see your faces, and do some social media training. Today, I am going to talk a little bit more about Canva. And this is actually my first time ever training on Canva, so I'm excited. I definitely use Canva for more of the social media type things, like the graphics. And so let's go ahead and start. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see. I have the Canva Pro. So everybody see it? We're good? Okay. I have Canva Pro. I highly recommend getting the paid version of Canva, just because I do feel like it's a little bit more useful for what you need it for, especially for social media. You only get a few of the templates, you only get like a few of like the elements and different things, which you can still use for sure. And you could start out that way. But I love the Pro just because of everything that you get. There's so much to Canva. Does everybody have a Canva account? Everybody has one? Okay. Because I didn't know if I needed to show like how to, sign up and all of that kind of stuff. But it's very easy to sign up. You just go to canva.com and put in like your email, password, and then you can create an account. So this is what, oops, clicked on create a design. So this is what the homepage looks like. Now, something that I want to start off with, this is showing all of my recent little designs here. Something I want to start out with is this doc. So this is something that I think kind of helps streamline some of your content. It's a good way to have your social media ideas all in one place. It's a good way to use the AI part of Canva. So there's this magic write. So you could brainstorm here. You could create a blog post. It's very similar to ChatGPT. I personally still like to use ChatGPT. And so I'm going to kind of show you how to use this with ChatGPT because I personally like ChatGPT a little better. But so I'm going to say I want some motivational quotes for Motivation Monday. So let's just say you want to start doing a Motivation Monday. That's an easy way to have content every single week, and it's an easy way to create in Canva that's, you're going to be able to find a template that you can use every week, or you can change it up to you. But I really like Motivation Monday because I feel like it's a very easy way to get some engagement. It's an easy way to have a post ready every single Monday. You can use the hashtag Motivation Monday for your posts as well. So it gave me bold and empowering. So it gave me all of these. It gave me gentle and grounded, confidence boosting. Now I could even say, okay, I want these quotes to be about network marketing. So now it's going to get a little bit more specific. Okay, so now as you can see, it's giving me all of these quotes. Okay, so now I'm going to copy all of these quotes and I'm going to go back to my doc. I'm going to name my doc Motivation Monday. I'm going to title it here, quotes, and then I'm going to paste. Now, when I want to go and create a graphic, it's already in Canva now. So this would be a good thing to do. Let's say on like a Sunday, you're doing your content batching maybe for the week or for the month. You could put in, a few docs that's, you could even name one that's like July content. And so then you put all of your July content ideas. And so then you have it all already in Canva. So you don't have to go to another place you don't have to go to like Google Doc or, any of those places. You can just have it all right here. So then you can copy any of these to create your design. So now let's go look at, let's see, I'm going to go back here a little bit. Let's see if I can get back to, I'm going to go back to home. Now you see you've got all of these here. So you can create videos you can create presentations. And this one's Instagram posts. And then this is just all social media. So let's look at all of the social media options that you have. So these are the popular ones: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, even WhatsApp, which is really cool. You've got Facebook cover, Instagram reel, TikTok videos. I love that you can even change the size of your graphic. So you could create a graphic for, let's say, Instagram, but there's a way to change the size so that you can use it as a story as well. So I can show that as well today. This is mostly Instagram stories or Instagram reels right now, but let's go ahead and let's create an Instagram post. So you click on Instagram post. Now I really like to use all of the templates, and I think it's really useful, especially when you're starting out, because we're not graphic designers by, you know what I mean? Naturally, at least I'm not. I do call myself creative, but I feel like it is something that is very much a learned skill. So I'm going to type in, let's see, I'm going to do quotes because that's what we're going to be doing here. So you can search in your templates here. You can find one that like you love, or one that looks the most interesting to you. I do feel like the graphics that have your face in it are probably going to perform better than graphics without your face, but since it is a quote, I think that you could go either way on that. Now I had one saved, so I'm actually going to go back here and show you how to save something. So we're gonna go back to home, and now so if you see over here on the side, you've got all these different little things here at Canva AI, brand, templates, projects, home. So I'm actually gonna go back up. I'm gonna go to templates. So up here at the top, there's this one called starred. So you'll see on here that there are stars. So you can star that and it will end up in your starred. So I already had a quote in here that I wanted to use that was starred. Let's see, and now I'm not seeing it starred. I have it saved though here. So I'm gonna go ahead and go here. This was supposed to be starred, so I'm not sure what happened to that. So, but if you go up here, you can name your graphics so that you can keep it, clean, and so that you can see it in when you go back to all your designs and your projects. So I'm going to name this July 7 Monday motivation. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and go to my doc. I'm going to go back to my doc. So the other cool thing about Canva is it opens up different tabs for you, so you can keep everything kind of together. Let's see. Oh, actually, I need to go to my projects to find this. Motivation Monday. Okay, so now I'm going to copy one of my quotes here. I'm just going to go with this first one. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to my graphic here. And now I'm going to paste that in. Now it doesn't obviously look great right now. So this is where you're going to have to this is where I like to say you kind of just play with the graphic. Sometimes you have to adjust the size. Sometimes you have to, move this so that it looks better. It's up to you. The other cool thing is you can adjust your fonts. So if you have a font that you want to make part of your brand, which a lot of people do. Like For Life's font is Roboto. That's what we use on all of our graphics and everything. So, and I actually have that in our branding over here. You can add your colors, you can have your fonts, your logos. So I do suggest if that's something that you're interested in, you can do that. I do think if you're just starting, it's okay to just make it simple right now. But I think I want to change the font. And this part, you just kind of try different fonts. These are ones that I've used recently, so these are ones that I like. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one for now. So I like this font. Okay, now let's upload a photo. So here in Uploads, you've got the upload file. You can upload videos. You can even upload audio, which is pretty cool. But this is where you would upload a photo. I'm going to use this photo and I'm going to drag it over here and it's going to perfectly go in. Now, some of your photos may not work quite like this. Like this photo here is a bit of a bigger, like wider photo, so it might not fit exactly how you want it. So, make sure that your photos, you have different array of photos in your files because some templates you're going to want to use different sizes and different types of photos. And I'm just using this one because it's all that I have in my uploads right now. But I think it's a good opportunity to have people see your face and, of course, have a cool graphic as well. The other cool thing about like a type of Motivation Monday post like this is it's very shareable for people. If they like the quote, they're going to share your post, which means you're going to get more engagement, but you're also going to get more views on your profile. So on here, it had a little website down here. So you could add your own website. You could even add, so I would do, let's say, I'm going to add a text box here. And let's see if I can get this to move here. I want to do an Instagram handle here. So I'm just going to do just at name, just there. So then that's what you could do so that you have your Instagram handle. So if somebody does share it, they would be able to know your Instagram so they could go follow you, they could go look at your content. So I do think that that is worth doing on this type of content. So yeah, so then you have your graphic, it's ready to go, which is awesome because this is so easy to do. But one thing I do want to show, if you don't like the color of this, so like the background, I mean, here I have my own brand kit. So if I wanted to change it, I could change the color to something else. Here are the photo colors. So it took the photo that I added, which is pretty cool, and added the colors that kind of go with that. And I think that's a pretty cool way to, kind of make your graphic match the photo as well. But yeah, I like what they have. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. And then now you can go in and download. PNG is the suggested because that is going to be the best way to post on your social media. But there are so many different options. JPEG is one, PDF, PDF print, SVG, MP4 video. So this would be for like if you had some elements on here that were moving, which you can do, you can add those. Then you could make it into a video or a GIF. And then of course you've got PowerPoint, but you've got so many options that you can save here. But I definitely like to just save in PNG. And there you go. It's downloaded. It's going to be in your downloads and you'll be able to post. And sometimes I've noticed when I download, I'm like, oh, I missed something. Sometimes, when it downloads, you kind of see how things are laid out, and sometimes you have to make a little adjustment. But yeah, this is my favorite way to create, is just using the awesome templates that they already have for you. Now, you can, of course, create a design that is just all your own. Let's see, I'm going to go back a little bit here. I created, I believe it was this one, as an example that I wanted to show you guys. So another great way that I think Canva can help you with carousel posts in particular. So if you don't know what a carousel post is, it's typically used on Instagram, but you can also use on Facebook. It's just basically where you have multiple images in one post. And so on Instagram, it's where you scroll over and you have, multiple photos or multiple graphics. And kind of the point of doing that is, if you're going to do text like this, one, it's really engaging, it's eye-catching, it's going to provide value, or it's going to, entertain. I see a lot of people using text now, even on their photos of, let's say, their weekend. So we just, got done with the 4th of July weekend. It's a holiday weekend. And so people would maybe do, photos of their weekend, but like add little captions on the photos. And so it kind of visually keeps you scrolling through the photos because it's telling a story. So it's using storytelling for your content. And so I really love that you can do that on Canva. And it's very simple to do. So all you really do is you have a blank page here. You go to uploads, you add your photo in, and then you add your text box. You'd go here, add your text box, and so what I did was I, chose the font that I wanted, the color of the font that I wanted, or yeah, color of it that I wanted, and created just these 4 little posts for a carousel post. So the point of this, I actually used ChatGPT to create this. I said I needed a carousel post for a For Life affiliate named Sally, who helps women become their best selves. And so this is kind of what I used. And this would be a cool kind of about me style post that you could do. And so this is, her kind of mission statement: help women become their best selves inside and out. And so health is the foundation. So this is our collagen. And then I've got capsules here. Community is everything. And these are just photos that I had. You could use, there's so many different types of photos, different types of things you could do for this. You could even use a shot of like your Zoom call. Like if you have your Zoom call and you have everybody's face in there, you could use that. And then here I have what you'll find here: wellness tools that actually work, real talk about habits and mindset, a community that cheers each other on, encouragement to be your full self, ready to feel your best, DM me. So basically, when people get to the end of the post, they would see this and they would be like, oh, well, I'm interested in, wellness, and I want to be a part of a community. So I would suggest using more photos than just these. This is just all that I had that I wanted to use as an example, but you could add more photos and even get more information in there. So if you're talking about community, you could kind of break down even more like what your community means to you, and your mission together as a community and what you're doing as a community. And then of course, more about health and the immune system and all of those different things. But, you can notice, of course, here, this has a product in it. I would just use, maybe more of just a photo of your face without a product. But then here, this is creating curiosity because you can't see that this is, For Life Collagen or what this product is. And so it's kind of creating that curiosity when people get to the end, and maybe you're talking more about health. So you have another graphic, another photo that talks about, maybe how transfer factor or, has helped you with your immune system and, obviously in a compliant way. But then at the end, someone is going to want to DM you because it's interesting to them. So, and it makes them curious. So this is an example of how to do that. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go back to home. I want to check in and see if anybody has any questions right now.
Hi, yeah, hi. I don't see any questions. Somebody did actually ask, is it good to use your personal images? Right.
Oh, yes. Please use your
Yes.
personal images. Sorry, I'm just using what I have available to me right now. And I create for life. So I'm not even creating for my personal self on here. So 1000% use your personal images. That is definitely going to get you better engagement.
And then I also have Helena has her hand up. Hi, Helena.
Good morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I have a question for the audio. Do you have to look for royalty-free audio?
So I would suggest if you're wanting to use an audio, and if this is on Facebook or Instagram, I would create maybe your video or graphic here and then use whatever is in Instagram or Facebook. And so if you have a digital creator account, or if you are just a personal account, you can use any sound. So I highly recommend using trending sounds on Instagram and Facebook. Those are, I think, probably going to make your content perform the best.
Okay, thank you. Then I have another one. When you put the handle for Instagram, can we put the link tree and people can choose where go to your whatever your social media?
So I would say on the are you talking about on the graphic?
Yes.
So on the graphic, as far as I know, it doesn't have linking capabilities. So you would just having your handle on there, it's just like kind of a visual of,
Yeah.
Somebody could know that's your handle, so they could go type that in and search you. So let's say this image is on Facebook. And so maybe they're like, oh, well, I want to go follow them on Instagram. So they would see your handle and be able to do that. But in your caption, if you're on Facebook, you could link something. On Instagram, you can't link on like just a post,
An image.
an
Yeah.
image, but you can link in your stories. So you could go to your stories and add that Linktree link, or you could even just point people in your caption, just say, hey, I have the link in my bio. It's under, this, and you could tell them
Okay.
what it's under. So.
Yeah, there is also one more, and I know you created a list of motivation and then you choose, but
Mhm.
I learned once, but I can't remember how to exactly do it right now.
Yeah.
You got a 20 or 10 motivational quotes, and then you can create it immediately and then choose immediate and just leave it there so that you can also program to be posted on Instagram or Facebook, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. There is a way, and you're talking about scheduling.
Yes, no, but also all the
Creating.
quotes, the 10 quotes that you have, you can create it immediately and have it done so and program for to be posted every week, every 2 days or whatever,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there actually is a way in Canva to upload, I think it's a CSV file, and it will create all of it for you. I have tried so many times to do this, and I cannot get it to work. So
It's the bulk export, like it's a bulk
yes,
export. You put
yes,
in the text and then it
yes,
multiplies. You can do like 100 at once.
yes,
Yes.
If there is a
yes.
format to do that, that's extended training. I think that's going to be our extended Canva training,
Right.
Helena.
Fantastic.
Okay.
And I can show you
Fantastic.
how to do it because I did it all weekend, but I could not for the life of me get it to actually work.
Yeah, because that will like when you have a day, a easy day, and I do that, dedicate one day you to do that postings for every social media and then program it. And then I have it ready, just gotta, and then it's taken care, so I focus and answer to interact with the audience,
Yeah. And maybe it's I tried Google Sheets, I've tried Excel. I don't know if my files are just bad, but anyways, you would just go to apps here
Mm-hmm.
and then bulk create
Mhm.
Okay.
and then upload data and see down here supported file types. So that CSV file, you would upload your data. And I have one here. I've got like multiple ones that I've saved because I'm like, I can't get this. And it populates here, but then it doesn't let me continue. So I don't know. But that's
Perfect.
how you do it. That's how you do it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And that's
May
a really great one for
May
sure.
I suggest something? If you guys have a little tip like that and you want to share a little tip like this, share it inside the Upline Pro in a circle. This is where we can share these little tips internally, because that's how we learn and grow, right? So don't hesitate, Helena, because I know you've been playing with this, to do a little video, share it inside our Upline Pro inner circle.
Yep.
I'd love to see what you produce. Thank you. All right, back
That's
to you, Jade.
Yes, thank you. I will.
Yeah, thank you.
awesome. Yeah, so that was just something to show there. I did have one more that I was going to show. I think it was this one. So I created, let's see if this is the right one. Oh, I think I created a different one. Hold on. Maybe it was this one. Okay, so this is just a video that it literally, I wonder if I can even, here, let's see if I can go back to, I was going to see if I could get it to go back to the original one. I think I have it saved somewhere as well. This is where you go back to start, and I know I saved it here. Okay, so it's this quick little reminder video is what they call it. And I think this is just really easy to customize. You don't even have to change very much. Those are my favorite kind of, graphics and templates here, is where you don't have to do a ton. So you would just go to your uploads over here, go to videos, and I have a video of me pouring collagen. And so I'm going to go up here. I'm going to mute it because mine has sound. I don't want sound, because what I would do is I would upload this either to stories and add music, or I would add it to reels as a reel and then add in my own music. So then here, all you would do here is edit for it to say, don't forget to drink your collagen. So then with this, now you have to kind of adjust. So you ungroup so that you can move the text around a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of move it a little bit there. You can adjust this more. You can, change the font, all of those things, but then you have, and I need to adjust that more, but just to show you kind of just what this looks like, you can have your video playing. And it's just kind of a fun way to use for stories. You could add in for your next story, you could say something like, since I've been using collagen, my hair is growing faster, my nails are growing, whatever your personal story is with collagen, you could add that in as well, without saying what, product or name of it is, so that you kind of build that curiosity and have people be interested in it. And it's pretty. So it's like a nice, aesthetically pleasing type story. So I like to use it for stories or, of course, for reels. But yeah, that was really the only other thing that I was going to show today, just to keep it very simple. Hopefully you guys got
Yes.
something out of that. I know it was very, very simple, but this is how I like to use it for social media.
I have
Thank
another
you.
question. And I know in tools we have something that's called a PDF that says 50 things that you can say about For Life that have been upgraded with the new products.
Yes.
Ah.
I ask you where it is. It
Yeah,
should
it's a tools. Yeah.
it should
Yes.
be in the media library on the app.
Yeah.
If you type in 50 things to say, it should pop up.
Yeah.
Sure. That is supposed to be in the media library. And if you don't see it in the media library, email me and I'll make sure it gets uploaded. But I am like 99% sure it's in there.
Now,
Yeah.
we do have a lot of,
I see.
yeah.
I just want to know if it was updated with the new products and everything.
It should be. I believe so. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
now we do have a lot of questions coming in about social media, even about, how do we use QR codes, benefits of reels. And I know this is opening up a catalyst and can of worms here with you. And what it tells me is that hands up who wants to see more training like this inside the group. Everybody want to see more training like this.
And we
how
can be
to
more specific too.
Yeah, yeah.
Reels, if we want to just do reels, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I think these are very beneficial coming for the team, and I think these little mini trainings is something that we can archive and put aside. So like individually topic related, I think this is awesome. I'm getting a lot of yes, 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 yes. We need more of this. And I know this from coming from my background world is that they want these little snippet videos, topic related, that we can talk to. How to create a QR code, how to what is the difference between TikTok, what's Instagram, what's Facebook, how can I maximize all the amazing assets, like Jay, just so I know, and if you haven't seen them, go to your For Life site, go to and look at the products pages, because there's a lot of assets that actually you can go in and download, already formatted images for reels or for post, for different layouts and landscape and Instagram for each product. And then you can download, and guess what? You can upload them to Canva and put your details on it, So the company's done a really great job in creating visuals and videos to support you building your brand. Somebody please I don't know who's actually talking, so I'm just going to mute them. Thank you. But I want you to know there's a lot of great support that's already there. You don't necessarily have to recreate, in some cases, or even make sure you follow Jade, follow For Life Instagram. You can just be resharing and then sending them to your link. Share whatever assets have already been created, and then yes, you don't want to take too much time recreating what's already there. So just make sure they follow For Life Research on Instagram, join the trainings. And I'm just going to ask a couple more people for questions that we can get while we have you.
Yeah,
today.
absolutely. Yeah, I'm happy to.
I would love to see you come back. I think even if it's just once a month,
I would love that.
Amazing. Okay. Oh, okay. There. She said it. She's coming back.
Yes,
got it on record now.
Yeah, I would love to come back once a month and help you guys. This is my favorite thing to talk about. So
Oh, I love it. Me too. I love this. So I'm just going to go through the line list here and see if I can answer some quick questions.
Sure, absolutely.
Because I know, how do we use the QR code? QR code is just like a visual image that links you right back to whichever website you want them to go to.
And we have QR codes on the app for your My Shop, so you can utilize that one.
Okay. Hope that answered your question, Gloria. But you can also, just so you guys know, quickly, if you want to make a QR code, go to ChatGPT and say, create a QR code for whatever website link you have, and it'll give you one on ChatGPT. Like right there, and you can download it. Do you have do you also handle the TikTok for life? Is it easier to upload content from Canva to TikTok than reshare to other platforms? That was a question. Do you
I don't run the TikTok. And then you're saying upload from Canva
to TikTok?
to TikTok.
Yeah.
So you would just save it as an MP4 and then upload to TikTok as a video.
Okay, perfect. So we are getting a lot of requests for more social media training, and then we'll look at, if you are an expert in Canva or an expert in one of these platforms, don't hesitate to put your hand up, and there's nothing stopping you from sharing inside the community right now. So we're looking for more experts. But however, Jade has kindly put her hand up for once a month training, and we'll make sure that gets put into our agenda. I really appreciate you. And any other last comments from Dave Daughtry, since this is your show? I'm going to bring you up, Dave Daughtry. Where are you? Where'd he go?
I'm right here.
Okay, where are you? I'd like to, because I know this is, I don't see you. Could somebody spotlight Dave for me? Because I just, oh, there you are. Okay, I'll put you spotlight. I'm going to put you back up, and you can help us close the day and ask any more questions from Jade.
I just want to say thank you to Jade, and you too, Jillian, and everybody participating here. I'm just a big believer on development, on growing. And if we all want to be productive, if we all want to be successful, if you want to achieve your goals and your dreams, it's about learning together, working together, contributing together. The number one reason, I feel in my 44 years of this business, that people don't achieve their goals or dreams is because they go at it alone, try to figure everything else out on their own. Don't do that. That's why we're here. We're a community. We're a family. And so, Jade brings her talent to the table here, and we can all learn from that. Jillian, you do the same. So take advantage, of these Zooms. We all have strengths and weaknesses. My weakness has been social media. I'm trying to do better. I was documenting my trip to Asia right now. Still have another post to do to finish up with Malaysia and Singapore. But I'm trying to get better at, communicating with people, with the audience, which really is the entire world out there that's, in social media. So if we can all learn to be better communicators, we can learn, the social skills. The best way to do it is with these Zooms, and then apply it. There's no greater education than experience, so take all these things, learn, try it, play around with it. You're not going to break anything, that's for sure. All that can happen is that you can get better at it. And that's what I'm trying to do. So thank you for being here, everyone. Thank you, Jillian, Jade, thank you, J. Michael, everyone that participates in these Zooms. I love you guys and appreciate all you do. You're on mute, Jillian.
Hi, yes, we do have 15 minutes left, so I do have a couple more questions out there that maybe we can answer.
Yeah.
So Trisha, you had your hand raised. So what question do you have for us? Trisha?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. My question was answered, the one about TikTok. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. All right, any other questions while we have the beautiful and talented Jade here?
Me, Marcos.
Hi, Marcus.
Sorry, Jade. I entered in the meeting little late. I hope you can speak about the sizes, the design of the size for TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. It's different the design. I hope in the next time you can speak about that. Thank you.
Yeah. So like the differences between each one, why you want to use each one.
Yeah, that's a good question, actually, Jade, because I'm sure they all kind of like, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't TikTok have more of a younger audience?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say TikTok is definitely more of like the Gen Z type audience. TikTok is also just an array of different type of video content, and so many different things go viral for different reasons. And I think it's so different from Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels. You see people going live more, I think, on TikTok, and that type of content doing really well, like more long form videos. I think Reels videos are a little bit quicker. People's attention spans are a little bit, I think, shorter. But yeah, TikTok is a great platform to utilize. I think you can do even more experimenting on TikTok, but something cool on Reels in terms of experimenting is Reels now has something called trial Reels. And this is a really important thing to use because you can post to people that are outside of your audience using trial reels. So it won't even show up on your Instagram. You can make it show up on your Instagram, but you can run it as a trial for people that are outside of your following. And it kind of tests your content. So it kind of shows like, okay, what is interesting to people? What is going to create curiosity? What is going to get people to go to my page and look at it? Essentially, that's what people are using it for, is to gain followers and to kind of get feedback even on their posts. I see people posting on trial reels and they'll say, go check out my profile and rate my content for me. So tell me how I'm doing. And so then you've got more engagement, and it's a way to engage with people that are not in your following. And so anyway, I think trials is a great way to experiment with your content.
Okay.
Apologies, Jade. I mean, using Canvas for different social media, the size is different. I mean that. I hope in the next training you can speak something about that. Thank you so much, Jade.
Okay. Thank you. And I know we have Helena has another question, but we also have we'll get two more questions, and I have Krista, I think, has a question as well. So
I'd like to ask, I don't know how to do the reel and the stories. What are the differences posting on that versus the Facebook post?
Yeah. So the difference between, so you're talking about reels, stories, posts. Like, what's the difference? Why you would want to use each one?
Yes.
So a regular post, say like on Facebook,
Yeah.
I would say use that for your niche, use that for kind of like your personal life, showcasing, your family, that type of thing, or educational. Reels, I think reels are definitely educational, entertaining, inspirational. You can really use all of the content for the same things. You just have to figure out what your strategy is, which I spoke about last time I was on here, was the 10-4-1. I think that's a good strategy to help get you started, because a lot of people get into social media and they don't know where to start. And they don't know, where to put content. And I just think 10-4-1, the 10 niche, 4 attraction marketing, 1 power post is a good way to get you consistent and help you know what to post.
Okay. But there's not a viewership of the 3. Is it different or the same?
Viewership. So are you saying
do people do mostly reels? I mean, when I do a reel, I get caught up in them and I forget about my post stories. So, but is there any kind of data on that information?
So I guess I don't understand the question. Like, which one gets more views?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Reels is going to get you the most reach. So
Okay.
that is where people are going to see your content the most. Now, stories are really important for your followers because that is where you're going to get a lot of engagement with your followers. That's where they're going to get to have a sneak peek, behind the scenes in your life. And it's a good place to talk about the product in a attraction marketing way. So you create curiosity. You can link things on your stories. So that's more for your following. Reels are going to be, you know, for your following and then beyond.
Mhm.
It's going to help get people to your page to see your content. And then a regular post is typically going to be more of just your following, but it also has reach as well, but just not as much.
Do they still use the hash marks at the bottom of a post? Is that still valid?
I'm
Hashtag?
still a believer in hashtags. I know a lot of people are like, hashtags are dead, blah, 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 whatever. Ultimately, what you want to use are keywords. Keywords is what gets you the reach. So you don't necessarily have to use hashtags if you just put at the bottom the keywords of what you want people, basically what is searchable. So if somebody's going to Instagram or Facebook and they're maybe searching something specific, so gut health or you know,
Okay.
those types of things, you would make that kind of at the bottom so that people can search your content.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, so I know we have I think there's one last question, and then we're going to close the Zoom for today because we do want to do some event post reminders. But Helena, did you get your question answered, or do you have one more question?
Kind of. I just want to mention about the stories. I started doing a lot of stories on TikTok, and that got me increased the viewing and also the followers because they will go and it will start viewing all my videos and liking and you know. So I recommended do stories, do a lot of stories.
Yeah, stories are great.
Yeah.
Stories remind people to go look at your content, right?
Yeah.
Because it gets in, it's at the top. So it's, you know, visually they can see you. So yeah, it's a good reminder for sure.
Yeah.
I love that.
I actually, you know, it's interesting because I do get more stories when I just start showing my snapshot of my day. Stories is where it's like a snapshot, and it doesn't have to be created. I just take a quick video of me at the beach, or you know, oh look at this view, oh look at that iguana sitting in my in my hedge, you know, and those are the ones I get people looking. It's like a snapshot about my life, my lifestyle, you know, and then they want to know more about who I am. It's kind of like an introduction to who I am, you know, my lifestyle, and then they come over to my wall and read. They take time to read. It's kind of like a commercial about you. So that's where I look at it. And it doesn't have to be a lot of content. And maybe if you follow the 80-20 rule, 80 is about me and my life and, you know, the life I'm living. And 20% of my posts are about my business or a little hints about what I love to do, right? That's basically the rule that we go by. But I just want to say thank you so much, Jade. We've opened up a can of worms, and I know I'm looking forward to the next training. We are going to try to get more interaction inside of the Upline Pro inner circle. You know, I'd love to see Helena. You got some great ideas. I'd love to see you play in there, show what you're doing. Everybody get in that circle and start showing all our talent. There's so many people with so many talent here. But tonight I just want to, speaking of talent, today, by the way, over the weekend was the first anniversary of us with the formerly Detox for Longevity program. You guys all know that we did a test this year with the, you know, leveraging For Life products, by the way, with the original guru, Dr. Ronnie's 21 pounds in 21 days program. We had almost like 200 people do the program last year, and every single one of them had great success without introducing chemicals to the body. So what better way to show up tonight? We're doing a celebration at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please, if you're not part of the community, make sure you're inside the community. And we've now changed the name to Dr. Ronnie Online Detox. You can also go to her website now, drronnieonlinedetox.com. I am just so proud and blessed to be introduced to a company that aligns with the values of what we do with this program, which is a natural healing solutions that also help you with longevity. What better way and what better partnership than that? And then we also we're not going to be giving people chemicals inside their body that can cause long-term, you know, concerns. So please join us tonight at 8 p.m. We're doing a celebration, and that's the Detox Diaries with Dodie Dietz as the host. And then tomorrow night, we also do our Good Health show at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's all about liver health and how to maximize your liver health by avoiding sugar and alcohol So we were talking about that tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we also have a business opportunity meeting, which is at 8 p.m. Same time, guys, 8 p.m. every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Business opportunity meeting. We have a quick video you can watch. It only takes like 3 minutes to watch the video, and the presentation is only 50 minutes. But hey, it'll tell you the highlights as to why I chose to be with this company, right? Right, J. Michael? And
Right.
it's also going to be a great opportunity for you to bring your friends and family to understand why you can too live on an island in the middle of the Caribbean and make a life that's worth living, health and wealth wise. So I'm going to end up the show and hand it back to you, Dave, and J. Michael, if you have anything else to bring to the table. If I've missed anything, let me know. Okay, but
Oh, well, Jillian, also, I was part of that first a year ago. I did that 21 day, but we're also, don't forget, we are also doing another one here starting on the 11th, correct?
that's right. That's
Another,
correct. Yes.
another detox this year. And we've got, I believe, hundreds of people signing up for this summer's detox. Judy and I always do, we love to do a detox cleanse in January and in July. That's the 2 months, the JJ months, we do ours. But we also have, and we have 7 day, 10 day, and 21 day. So if you want more information on doing that with us, with, like Dave says, do it with a group, do things with a team, you'll have much more success. But that starts on the 11th. There's still time.
That's correct. And you know what? The key is like don't get fixated on the dates, because the community is 365 days of the year. You can join at any time. We just like to do something as a group. We're now in a cadence now. Like every 6 months, we do a 21 day. Every season you do a 7 day, and basically every month you're supposed to do a 3 day cleanse, right? So, or a 3 day release, we call them 3 day release. And then this is a cycle you get into, but I'm telling you right now, my body needs this. I don't know about you, but my body needs this. I remember I live on an island where everybody walks around in bikinis. And in some cases, in some parts of the island where it's not even a mandatory thing to even wear that. So I'm not that player. However, I do need to look good in my bikini. Okay. So I'm looking forward to starting on Friday. So thank you, J. Michael. So
the other thing I wanted to mention is next Monday, Mentor Monday, every day, every Monday, Mentor Monday at 11 or 12 o'clock Eastern time. Next Monday, Dave will be back with us talking a lot about a lot of things, but particularly in-person connection. You know, that's what he does. He went to India, Bangladesh. He's going to South America for in-person connection. So he's going to be talking about that next Monday with us. So make sure you have this always on your calendar. There is an event already set up. You can go in RSVP and share it and invite people to join us next Monday as well. Did I miss anything else? Did we miss anything, Jillian? I don't think so. Dave, you want to, any last minute word, Dave, that you'd like to share, and we'll close it out?
No, well, thank you again, everybody. Yeah, next week I'm going to be focusing on, the power of communication, relationships. Zooms are wonderful. They're great for education. They're great for, just learning from each other, and long distance. Of course, we get people from all over the world that join these Zooms, but there's no substitute, for, I say, belly button to belly button, face to face. Being out there, loving your people, working with your people, and developing those relationships. So yeah, we'll be talking about that next week. Thank you, Jim Michael. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Jillian.
Thank you, Jade.
Thank you.
And I think we'll end up with that, guys. Have a wonderful week and a great month. So much happening in July. It's a great month to really have just continuity and build. And we'll see each other in the groups. If you haven't joined the Upline Pro Inner Circle Facebook group, it is a private group. Please join that. That's on the business side. And we have the other side, the Feel Good, Share Good group on the health side. So join both of those groups. And also follow Dave on Upline Pro. That's his Facebook page. The other thing is, all these meetings that we talked about are on Dave's calendar at uplinepro.com/calendar, or it's actually on, you can reach it right on his website. And so the links are there, everything. You can just go to that calendar and click on the link at the time, and the times are in Pacific time, Dave's hometown of San Diego. So that'll end it with that, guys. Have a wonderful day. See you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys.